Hello, everybody. This is Loveless here, and I just want to welcome every single one of you back to the Joy of Gaming. I'm really glad that you could join us on this Valentine's Day because I've got something very special for you. Keeping in line with the holiday, I was wanting to play one of my favorite games of all time, that being Catherine Full Body. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So, as you may be able to piece together, I'm sure, this is a game that's very different. It's very unique. And that's partially because it actually started out originally, it was just a tech demo for Persona 5, but I guess those developers, they found themselves having so much fun with, they decided, you know what the heck, we're just going to make something truly unforgettable here. And I truly believe that they did that. So today we're going to be starting a brand new game. Not going to be going too crazy, with hard mode or anything. We're just going to be playing normal. We're going to do the remix mode because I feel like most people have seen a lot of the classic gameplay when they've seen and heard of Catherine, so we're going to be playing on the remix mode today. Going to be having some fun with all those unique block puzzles and whatnot.
Full-bodied wine is the best. Oh dear.
I wish I had moves like that.
Sky fills with glamour, a lovely story awaits you. Good evening. Welcome to the Golden Playhouse special feature. Do I see some new faces? Once again, your guide for the night is me, the Midnight Venus, Trisha. Have you heard about this scary rumor? They say if you fall in a dream and don't wake up before you land, you die in real life. Tonight's story is Catherine Full Body, the second coming of an unconventional romantic horror. A man with a certain curse has a terrifying and dramatic week. Oh, does that sound familiar? Well, like I said, this is Catherine, but with a fuller body. It's aged nicely, with a sensual flavor, not unlike a fine wine. Our hero in this story is Vincent Brooks, age 32. He is an earnest and kind man. But one day we begin to see him have terrifying nightmares. Amidst the storm of temptations around him, he has another chance encounter. And an awfully cute one at that. But doesn't this seem a little convenient? Oh my, sounds like a recipe for disaster. Will Vincent be able to overcome the massive blocks in his life? Perhaps he'll take a road less traveled. His outcome depends on you, viewers. Sorry to keep you waiting. Raise the curtains. It's time to savor the marriage of pleasure and pain. Now enjoy the show until we meet again.
And thank you so much for that lovely introduction, our sweet lady Trisha. Absolutely love her to death. She actually, this might sound a little weird, but she reminds me of Elvira in a lot of ways. Just something about that energy of hers. Boy, somebody's in trouble. Oh, hello. Well, that is certainly a precarious way that you have managed to land, my friend.
Oh
Tell you what, that Vincent fella's got a lot going on in his life. I can definitely relate to that. I think all of us have gone through our fair share of good times and bad times. When was the last time you played a game so stylish that it had a movie credit intro that looks this good for its characters? Not their, it's not with their voice actors or their any of that. It's the characters being presented like people. I love that. I just love it. I think they did such a good job with this game, especially with the full body remaster, because as it turns out, uh, of all games, you know, this obscure little gem managed to get this awesome remaster with all new story content, multiple new endings, all kinds of gameplay content. I'm really glad that this game got the reception I feel it deserved. Heck, if anything, maybe it should have gotten more. And that's why we're here today, so I can hopefully share this wonderful experience with all of you.
Oh shit!
I'll tell you what, if I woke up and I found myself in this particular situation, I gotta say, I think I would, I don't know if I would handle it as well as Vince. Our friend Vincent, he is a hero. He has made mistakes, and he will make more mistakes, but I tell you what, he rises above. That's the most important thing that any of us can do. So I'm not going to be going too crazy with the puzzles here. You know, normally when I play Catherine, I try to go for perfection across the board, try to get all those high scores, get all the things, and I could do that, I suppose. But I also want to be able to talk while I play, because I think that I think if I started getting too focused, I might not end up saying that much. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Everything falls into place. Just like with real life. Just when you think that things aren't working out, all of a sudden, there you go. You catch yourself a break. And it feels really good when that happens, don't it? Let's go ahead and tell you what. Let's just keep building ourselves a nice little staircase here. Gonna be skipping the tutorial stuff, of course, because as you can probably imagine, I'm quite familiar with it at this point. You might have seen at the start of the episode, I've got somewhere about 124 hours, I think it was, in this game. Then again, uh-oh, I might be in trouble. I was just messing with you there.
I can get out through here.
You thought that I was stuck. But nope. I'm just too clever for my own good. I promise I won't be too much of a troublemaker this episode, though. That is definitely terrifying. You may have noticed that Trisha talked about this game being sort of a romantic horror, and honestly, I think that might be part of the reason that it appeals to me so much, because I love romance. I'm such a sucker for it. I can't help myself. And I also love horror, as many of you are quite well aware. I think just finding such a unique way to blend those two elements, I think that's part of the reason I love this game. So there's a lot of reasons, of course, that I love this game, but that's definitely one of them. Definitely one of the big ones. One of the reasons I got so hooked from the beginning.
Oh, what a terrible dream.
Oh, poor Vincent. He done wet the bed.
Hello? Yeah. I'll be in today's code review meeting.
I think a lot of people would be quick to make fun of him
Really?
for it. And it
Oh
is
no, I'm
something silly, but
just a little under the weather.
life's got to be pretty hard for you to reach
No,
that
no,
point.
it's okay. I'll be right
So I
there.
definitely feel
Yeah.
for him.
Sorry.
I also just really like the idea that this person who people would so easily make fun of and see as, kind of a stooge, someone who doesn't have anything going on in their life or is going anywhere in life. Turns out they've actually got quite a bit going on, and well, they're gonna rise above it.
Hey, where'd you go? Snap out of it!
It's important to believe in people.
Were you even listening?
Sure.
You know, you've been a little out of it lately. Is everything all right? You've been spacing out left and right.
Oh, sorry. I had to work early this morning.
So, are you getting anything extra for this?
For what?
For all this overtime you're doing?
Oh, not this time.
This time, do you usually get overtime pay?
Well, no, but
So you don't get anything. Here, 2 sugars.
hey, Catherine. Have you ever had a dream where you died?
You mean like where you're in danger?
No, where you actually die. You're being killed or something.
No, I usually do the killing in my dreams.
Huh? That sounds like you.
What's that supposed to mean? Hey, how many years have we been together?
Huh? Oh man, how long has it been? It's been so long I can't remember. How many years?
I'm asking you. It's just, my mother's been calling me up and asking how we're doing.
Oh.
She's worried about me. She knows I've got a career that keeps me busy, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to keep things like they are now, but
I don't know. Sometimes easy's best, right? I mean, who knows what'll happen in the future?
I suppose.
I think something that really stands out to me about this game is that when it comes to Vincent, it's not really about who is best for him. It's about who you feel is the right path. Some people will prefer Catherine with a K, some people will prefer Catherine with a C, and some people will, myself included, will prefer Ren. Um, it's not it's not so much about, and there's also the option for Vincent to end up single. Minor spoiler for the endings, you can have Vincent end up single as well. And
What do you
I
think?
like that they frame it as all of these endings can be good in their own ways.
Women's wrestling?
There's
What I know.
there's nothing wrong with Vincent ending up with whoever as long as
Sounds to
he
me
winds up
like she
happy
finally wants you to
and as
tie the
long as
knot.
that person he's with is happy with him. There's completely valid reasons that someone would want to be with Catherine with a K, and there's completely valid reasons someone wouldn't want to be with Catherine with a K. It's all about who's right for you.
You
No person's right for
Hey,
everybody, and I
nothing
think
set
that's
in
really
stone
important to
yet.
you
understand.
don't want to marry your girlfriend?
It's not that. I love her, but I don't think we need
These
to
decisions, the reason that they're so difficult for Vincent specifically, and the reason that we're here to help him as the player,
Yeah, that's what she said.
is because there's so much going on in his life. There's so much piling on. He doesn't have a lot of positive reinforcement.
Always be like that.
He's really
It's not
he's
a
really
problem.
being brought down.
You're single
He's
now.
really being put under a lot of
I'm still
pressure.
looking for my soulmate.
But that pressure,
I'm not like you.
when it's on the
I
right
told my
person,
girl that I'm not
can make a
interested in marrying
truly
her.
great and spectacular individual, which is what Vincent ends up
And I'll
becoming.
never get
He becomes the
married.
hero.
So what?
And we can all become the hero. We can all become the hero and ride off into the sunset with whoever we want, or we can do it alone if we want.
Oh,
As long as we're happy, as long as we overcome. And we already know that we're going to be able to overcome. So really at that point, you just gotta
Right.
focus on
So
being
everything's cool
happy.
with you now?
Way better.
Hey, did old boss
That
say
sounds
anything
like a
about
lot to
rules?
come out from,
Hey,
you know, this
Ren.
seemingly silly, innocuous, obscure game that was meant to be a, you know,
Anyway,
tech demo,
did
but
you hear about
I
Paul?
think that the developers had
He's
a really
dead.
good time with it. I think they started out with something very simple,
That
and I think
Paul?
they realized just how much potential there was, and
Yeah.
they said, ah, the
He
heck
just
with it.
got divorced,
Let's
but
just have some
he
fun.
looked healthy.
Let's tell a really good
Big
story
shock.
here.
What happened to him?
And I think they did just
Accident?
that.
I don't know.
I've been
Apparently his
talking over
brother just
everybody,
found him
but
dead in his room this morning.
hopefully I haven't been too distracting.
This morning. Wait, you mean?
Yeah. The mystery death on the news? That was him.
Holy shit, no way!
Maybe we'll all wind up dead tomorrow too.
Shut the hell up.
Man, I hate the news. They're always trying to push their agenda for ratings.
Toby, you are really easy to mess with.
Toby, you are
Speaking of
a little
crazy
too
stuff
easily
this
riled
morning,
up there, friend. You gotta start focusing on what's
I
important.
pissed the bed for the first time since grade school.
Poor Vincent. He's able to own up to that, though. Honestly, that takes
I
bravery.
had a really scary dream, but I don't remember what it was about.
Oh man. How old are you?
32.
I know that.
You know, I don't think I need to hear this.
Shut up. I was really fucking scared, alright?
I also think that something that's really
Oh,
great
where's
about,
going?
and even though it's a
Shut
small
up.
thing, I love the fact that Vincent is 32
So,
because I think so
what do we
many
got for the
people,
picture here?
and I can say this about myself as well, spend
So
their
this is
teenage
your
years and their early 20s and even mid 20s thinking, oh my gosh,
What does she say
you
to
know,
this
am
poor
I ever
guy?
going to find the right
Sorry,
person? I got to find the right
get him out.
person because that's going to
Don't
make
too
me
much,
happy.
okay?
But
Alright,
it's
take
really
care,
important to
Vince.
understand
See you
that
later.
for some people,
See ya.
you know, we're not going to find the person that we're meant to be with until, you know, late 20s, 30s, possibly late 30s, 40s. You never know when you're going to come across that person. But you will come across that person eventually. Speaking of the right people, oh sweet Erica, our dear sweet lady of Catherine Fullbody, who is not named Catherine,
Of course.
and is also not
Just believe
Trisha.
in someone with ambition,
Erica is so wonderful.
especially when they
Erica is
seem
our
such a
pride
good
and joy. We love
Bye,
Erica
Johnny.
here. This is a space where we all love Erica. If you don't love Erica, I do apologize,
Just can't help
but
caring about.
you might need to do
Not to
some
mention the whole
reevaluation.
stalker thing. Who would do that and why?
Seems like even she doesn't know.
Now, how could that be?
Erica really is
We
such a
should
good
find
friend.
out.
She's tough on you when she needs to be, but she's also very sweet and caring and understanding. And I think that's just the kind of friend that everybody needs. Just the kind of people that everyone should surround themselves with.
Not just for saving me, but
And just the kind of person that we should all strive to be. Erica really is
I
just
was so
a
scared.
golden, lovely
I
example of a
couldn't
human
remember
being.
anything. I'm so glad I met someone as nice
As
as
is Ren.
Vincent.
There's nothing really.
I may have mentioned that earlier, but I just love Ren. I am so happy that we managed to get Ren added into Catherine because I think Ren tells a very special, very unique tale
You got him
that
again.
completely, perfectly fits within the bounds of this narrative.
You can respond to some of them. Give it a try.
After all, the whole point of Catherine, the whole point of romance is that as long as we find the right person, it doesn't matter who we end up with. As long as that person is right for us. And as long as we're right for them. So let's see what Catherine's got to say. Like I said before, I'm having dinner with some old friends. It's surprising. Most of them are already married and almost half of them have kids. They're all showing off pictures of their families and it makes me feel left out. Maybe it's time for us to get out of our comfort zone too. And I really like this because it provides a very relatable perspective, I think, for people like myself who, you know, a little bit about me. Where I grew up, most people were parents before they got out of high school. This is not an exaggeration. It is it was very real in the culture where I grew up. So for people like myself who, you know, we weren't starting families, we were trying to go out and see the world and do our own thing, and we wanted to find love, of course, but you know, it wasn't something that we tried to rush into. And that's not to say that the people who did rush into it or found it immediately were at fault in any way. It's just, that's what ended up happening with them. But for those of us that it didn't happen to, it made us wonder, gosh, is there something wrong with me? Am I supposed to find love super early on? Oh my gosh, I'm in my mid 20s now and I still haven't found it. What's going on? Is something wrong with me? It's a completely understandable perspective coming here from Catherine. And as real as it is, it's also perfectly understandable for Vincent to see this and think, oh gosh, she's, amidst all the pressure in my life, I now have the person who's supposed to be my source of comfort pressuring me, directly or indirectly, into going down a road that I'm not sure I want for myself. There's a lot of uncertainty there. And I think I think both sides are completely understandable. And, some people might read this and think, well, of course we're going to take that road with Catherine together, and we're going to make the most of it, most out of life. But for some people, they may not want that yet, and that's totally okay. It's all about whatever makes you the happiest. You should not have to sacrifice your happiness for someone else. And I think that's something that I've been thankful to be able to maintain in my relationship with my fiance. Because for so long I worried that finding someone meant sacrificing parts of my life that made me happy. But as it turns out, you don't have to do that. You can find the right person who takes you for who you are, loves everything about you, and you can just make it work. It's that simple. And I think that's something to always maintain. You should never, ever, ever give up your own personal happiness and the things that bring you joy for another person. That person should join you on your journey and embrace the things that make you happy while also inviting you to join them on their journey and embrace the things that make them happy. I don't feel, and this is just coming from me, I don't like the idea, personally, that you have to compromise your happiness in order to be with someone. I think when you find the right person, there's no compromise. This might sound like something out of a fairy tale or a Disney movie or, something like that, but there really is someone out there for everybody. I truly believe that. Someone who accepts you for you, someone who loves you for you. And as long as you're patient, you'll come across that person. You'll come across many people, in fact, that might be that person. It's all about finding out what makes you happiest. Anyways, I know I've been rambling for a little while now. Y'all are gonna laugh at me, but I just love love. I love romance. And I've loved, even before I met my fiance years ago, I was always a sucker. I was always such a hopeless romantic. I love love stories. Really gets you thinking about life. Anyways, we gotta respond to Catherine. We've been sitting here staring at this. People have been walking by us. Erica probably thinks we're having a psychotic episode or something. So let's go ahead. Let's see what's going on here. So we can ask her if it bothers her. We can ask if she's overthinking. Or we can brush it off for now, which I don't think that's the best decision. So let's talk about these two. So if we ask her if it bothers her, I feel like there's an implication there from Vincent that that subject matter does bother him, which doesn't really fit it's not quite the response I think Catherine was hoping for, because she's talking about how I think it's time that we do push. I think it's time we do get out of our comfort zone. But also, if we tell her that she's overthinking it, there might be a glimmer of truth to that, but I don't know if she's going to take it super well. Because even if there is a glimmer of truth in it, it does come off as a bit dismissive. So I think, even with the implication with Vincent that it does bother him somewhat, I think that that truth does need to be broached. So let's go ahead and say, does it bother you? Let's see what we got here. I worry about it too sometimes. We should work at our own pace, or is this some kind of test? So we're not going to be asking if this is some kind of test. I don't think that'd be very good for us. let's see here. We should work at our own pace. I think that's very smart. I think, honestly, I really love this response. I think this is a very mature thing to look at. We should work at our own pace. Don't worry too much about what other people are doing. We need to do right by us. But also, if Catherine is feeling that she wants to get to that, we do need to figure out the optimal pace. So I really like this one, but I also really like telling her that I worry about it too sometimes because it tells her, hey, like, I do want to get down this road. I just don't know if I'm quite there yet. So I think both of these are very good responses. I think I'm going to say we should work at our own pace. Let's see here. Maybe we should talk about this. Don't worry about how other people live. I think both of these are very, very good responses. I think there's value in both. Saying we should talk about this tells her that, hey, I do want to broach this. I do want to talk about it, and I do want to get there. So let's do that. Let's be proactive. But this response tells her, hey, we're living our own lives. We don't need to worry about what other people are doing. So, me personally, I think I'm going to go with don't worry about how other people live. Just focus on what makes us happy. Let's catch a movie sometime, see ya, or later. Now, personally, I don't really... If I'm replying to somebody, I don't typically say goodbye. It's kind of a hard cutoff. It's a little bit... Maybe it's a cultural thing beyond what I understand. That could very well be the case. So I think... I like Let's Catch a Movie Sometime. It might seem a little bit dismissive or brush-offy at first, but it tells Catherine, hey, I want to spend time with you. I want to do something with you. I want to have a nice date. And even to this day, you know, I've been with my fiance for about approaching 3.5 years now. It's been a good while. I think we might have been longer than 3. It's been a whole adventure. It's hard to remember, but we still love to do cute dates. We love to go on dates together. We love to go out, have a nice dinner, go see a movie, go to the park, go to a, you know, we love going out. We actually just went out last night with a bunch of our friends to one of our favorite bars. So, you know, dates are important. Never stop dating. Never stop going on dates with the people you love. Be it your friends, be it your romantic partners. Heck, go on a date with your family. Go with your mom and dad, whoever that you have as your guardian, and be like, hey, let's go do something together. Always important to spend as much time as you can with your loved ones. We're going to send this message.
When certain words and actions change Vincent's inner ideas, a meter will be shown.
So I really like this. It's a binary morality system, but it's not good and bad, even though it might seem that way with the blue and the red. With the little angel and the little devil. But the actual truth of it is that the red that would be perceived as bad by general society is actually just you embracing your own way and, you know, going towards the path of freedom and going towards what makes you happiest rather than abiding by what other people have determined to be the best for you. I really like it. And of course with the angel one, it's not just this is the good stuff, this is you being a good boy. This is, hey, this is kind of the more uniformly recognized way of achieving happiness, which is totally okay. Again, with the people who I grew up with that turned out to be parents when they were a lot younger than me, that's totally fine. As long as they are able to make the happiest life for themselves and embrace that and embrace love, that's all that matters.
Vincent's words and actions will affect the story. Remember it.
Just like those Telltale games. Such and such will remember that. So I tell you what, I've been doing so much talking, I have not even realized how long we've been doing this.
How many years have we been
It's been over half an hour. Would you look at that? It's been over half an hour already, and I done forgot. Oh man, me being so silly and carried away with it all. I almost forgot about our hydration and stretch break. And you know, sometimes you are going to forget about it for a little while, and that's okay, but as long as you get it done, it's better late than never.
You got a mail.
So let's go ahead and have ourselves some water. And now that we've had our water, let's go ahead and do a nice stretch. And for those of you who are still able to see the screen while you're doing your stretches and while you're doing your hydration, you can go ahead and read that message. I'm going to read it, of course, but you can go ahead and do that if you want. Catherine says, "Are you out drinking at the Stray Sheep, say that 5 times fast. Again? You know you have work tomorrow. Jeez, take it easy, okay? By the way, I received a photo that was taken at the party we went to after the wedding the other day. It's of me being forced to entertain the crowd, but it does bring back some old memories." Let's see that image. Oh, look at her. She's just so beautiful. The old cheerleader outfit. Now, what was she doing wearing a cheerleader outfit at a wedding? What kind of crazy weddings are they having over there? Oh, she's such a good lady. Love Catherine. Now, we can tell her, oh, this is... ... Don't know if that would be the best way to open. How nostalgic. Definitely what I'm feeling. We can also point out she looks under duress, but I feel like that's kind of missing the point of why she sent that picture in the first place. So let's tell her how nostalgic. I'm a bit emotional too, to be honest. Life was so much simpler back then. Time really flies, huh? Now, there's a lot you can say about all these responses. The second one especially, life was so much simpler back then, kind of implying that you prefer how things were when you felt free, feeling like you're under pressure. It's a good way to open up, I think. But also, it does give off the impression of, I don't like where we're headed. And I feel like Catherine might perceive that as, he's not happy with me. Maybe it's something wrong with me. And I don't want her thinking there's anything wrong with her. She's doing just fine, so let's try something else here. Time really flies. It's a good response, but also a bit simple. So I'm a bit emotional, to be honest. I like that. Being open and honest and communicative with your partner, that's one of the most important things you can ever do in any relationship. And not even just romantic. If you have any sort of dynamic with a person, your friends, family, it's always good to communicate. So now I'm gonna take a cold shower and go to bed. That's a little bit on the nose there, Vincent. I'm not sure I'll be able to sleep after that. You know what? Both of those are good responses. Very on the nose, but also, having the shower before bed after a night of drinking can help out a lot. Just telling her I'm not sure I'll be able to sleep. Well, we already told her we're having trouble sleeping, so we don't need to put that on her. Let's tell her the cold shower. We're gonna tell her that. And hopefully it doesn't come off too bad. Anyway, take care of yourself. Well, good night, Catherine. Well, both of these responses are fine. I'm gonna say take care of yourself. I want Catherine to know that it's important to take care of herself. It's the most important thing any person can do. Do what's best for you. Do what makes you happy. As long as you're not hurting somebody, you're okay. You're doing alright. You're doing just fine.
It's Catherine.
Well, of course we're gonna pick it up.
Hello, Vincent. It's me.
Yeah, what's up?
I wanted to apologize for cutting our meeting short this morning.
Let's tell her that we don't mind.
I don't mind. You had to meet with a friend, right?
Yeah. Oh, it was a woman, just so you know. I think you knew her in high school?
It's okay. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. You have to go to work early tomorrow, right? Don't stay out too late. Good night.
I could have done with a bit more of an explanation there, Catherine, but
It's late.
I understand you're just trying to do what's best for Vincent. I mean, I guess we can save. Sure, why not? Let's just go right ahead. Save our progress. So far, we've been at this for 37 minutes, and I've been doing so much talking. I hope y'all have been enjoying it so far. We're gonna go a little bit longer, of course. It is a Valentine's Day special, and you know what? Gonna on the spot decision. I'm gonna make an on the spot decision. I was gonna do this video for an hour, but since it's Valentine's Day and it's all about couples, and in some cases, you know, pairs. I guess would it be pairs? For polygamous partners out there. Um, it's all about multiple. So we're gonna go for 2 hours because what the heck? I'm just feeling adventurous today. I feel like there's so much we could talk about with this game and so much fun we could have that I just can't help myself. So we are now being introduced to Catherine with a C. That's right, poor Vincent. He's caught up in the scorn of two women of the same name. That is a path that I do not envy, my friend.
So, you've met some new faces. That poor lost soul is particularly intriguing. You'll find there are many lost sheep in the prison of despair.
Tell you what, if I had this recurring nightmare, I probably wouldn't be sleeping too well either. The prison of despair.
Where am I?
That sure sounds unpleasant.
Again? The hell?
It's not quite the same nightmare, though.
Damn, I can't remember. What's going on?
Oh, poor Vincent. I tell you, my friend, you are certainly going through it. We're just having some fun with some block puzzles. Ain't nothing but a thing. We'll not be doing that. Let's see, what can we... Let's go ahead, there we go. Look at that. I got the smarts. Didn't quite keep my streak there, but that's okay. Sometimes you lose your streak. Sometimes you don't do quite as well as you might have hoped. That is a-okay. You ain't always gonna get it right. Most important thing is just keep on trying. Now, since I can, why not just go ahead and grab these gold bars? Why not? See, can we? We certainly cannot. So I tell you what. I don't think I can quite do that. Tell you what. How about this? There we go. And look at that. They're talking to us as if we're stuck. We're not stuck. We're just taking our time. And that is perfectly fine to do. It is perfectly fine to take all the time you need to do whatever it is you're trying to do. Ain't nothing to be ashamed of. Because look at that. Look at that. We did so well.
Not bad.
Not bad, they say. I'd say we did pretty darn good.
Looks like you survived.
Who are you? A sheep?
Do I look like a sheep? You're the sheep. Everybody here's a sheep but me.
Recognize that voice? Who are you? Where the hell is this place?
Wish I knew. One thing's for certain, though. If we don't run, we're going to be killed.
Killed?
If you see this place once, it's all over. You'll keep coming back every night.
Every night? You're kidding me.
We all have the same fate here. If you don't want to die, you've got to climb.
So if I climb, I'll be saved?
There's no guarantee. But take a look at that. See that bell? It's like a church or something.
A church?
If we can reach the top, there may be a way to escape.
So there is a way out.
Like I said, there's no guarantee, but we've got to believe. It keeps us sane. Those who panic die first.
Just quit with all the dying stuff. I'll do whatever you say. Just help me.
Look, from here on out, I'm afraid you're on your own. I'm going now.
No, wait.
You hurry too.
Hey!
Tell you what, that might be one of the best written analogies for how religion began, or at least how religion operates, particularly organized religion. Very out of... I mean, we're all taking this journey of life, and, you know, we all got to keep on going. We all got to keep going no matter how hard it seems, and we make the most of what we can along the way. Sometimes the times are hard, sometimes things are going perfectly smoothly. We get plenty of moments to rest, and that's when we can gather our bearings, and that's when we can decide for ourselves what we're going to do next. And that's, to many people, why religion is around. Because times are tough, life is hard, and some people feel as though they need the guidance. They need that hope for something greater. Let's see what we got here. Let's talk to some of our sheep comrades.
What is this place? Why was I taken here?
Same here. Wish I knew.
What are those cages? Why are there sheep in them? I've had it. Get me out of here.
He's definitely going through it. Poor fella. What about this fella? What's he up to?
Everyone dies eventually. Dying sooner at least saves you some pain, right?
Oh, friend, that's no way to think. That's no way to think at all. You have no idea how many good things are ahead of you. I feel for you, friend. I feel for you. What are you up to?
Hey, you okay? Keep it together, man.
You're quite virtuous, however, to be concerned about someone other than yourself, given our present circumstances. I'm going to reward you with an oil field.
An oil field.
My usual habit.
You're definitely a unique character there, friend. Oh man, you gotta step away from all that business and money. Take some time to learn about your friends, all the people going through the same stuff you are.
Damn it! I'm gonna survive, even if it means kicking off others.
Now that is no way to think.
I'll kick you off too.
That is no way to think, friend. You can't go through life just being cruel to others. It's not okay.
Next time. Maybe this will be useful.
What's going on here?
You want me to teach you the technique I found?
Well, I may already know it, but I'll tell you what, for those who don't know, let's go ahead and let's take that advice.
Let's do it.
All right. Remember, this is Todd's technique.
Allow me to explain the pyramid. Pull out the same number of blocks as the number of steps you mean to climb up. You'll have the support you need to reach higher and higher, like a pyramid. Remember this basic technique.
That's right.
What'd you think? Nice.
That is nice.
I think that might be tough by itself. Consider using this one too.
Oh,
Allow me to explain the slider.
okay.
Pull out 2 blocks vertically, then slide the bottom one over. Remember this basic action, which utilizes the properties of edges.
Of course.
Since edges connect, you can make a stairway, even in tight spots.
It's true.
You're a genius. How was that? Bet you didn't know.
I mean, if I am being honest, friend, I did know.
Yeah, I did.
Anyway, what I want to say is this. If you're relying on luck to keep you alive, it's all over.
That's right.
My reporter's instincts are telling me this dangerous form of free climbing has some techniques hidden within it.
There are many techniques to discover. I guess the key is to find as many as we can.
All right. If you find anything, you tell me, okay? That's an order.
My friend with the regent hair, I'll tell you what, I appreciate that.
Next time.
And I will definitely be doing my best to look out for you as well.
We're discussing techniques. They're the key to survival.
That we are. Oh, you okay there, friend?
I don't want to die!
Just take it easy there, friend. Just calm down. It's okay. You're gonna make it through this.
Just calm down. Are you saying that to try to bring my guard down? I'm not falling for that. Everyone's just out to save themselves.
No, that's no way to think.
Next time, better start shoving or I'll die.
I understand, friend, but just because someone was cruel to you doesn't mean you need to be cruel to anyone else. Ain't no way to make things work.
Everyone's just out to save themselves.
Not everybody, friend. Not everybody.
Where am I? What's with all these damn sheep?
That's all I want to know. Can you tell me anything?
They told me to go up. But what's up there? Give me a break.
That's the thing. We don't know what's up there. But we gotta keep striving for it. Otherwise, what are we gonna really do? So, before we enter the confessional, it has been almost 20 minutes already. Wow. Since our last hydration and stretch break. So let's go ahead. Stand up and get a nice good stretch in. And let's take us a nice swig of water while we're at it.
Hey, long time no see. Or rather, nice to see you here. And welcome to the confessional.
Who are you?
This is the world of nightmares. I guess you could call me its supervisor. I sense a force of change rising up. What exactly happened in the other world? I guess it doesn't matter. You lambs are all destined to die here anyway.
What? Don't be ridiculous.
But before I kill you, I want to determine the value of your life. So you'll have to answer some questions.
Question 1. What expectations do you have for your significant other? Pull the rope with the answer that best matches your true feelings.
So yeah, we are presented with some morality questions. Now remember, neither of these is wrong. You might think to yourself there's an obvious right answer, but remember, that is how you feel. That does not mean the other person is wrong. That does not make them bad. Some people really care about looks. Some people really care about personality. And I think it's true for everybody that in some way, even if it's subconscious, one will have marginally more value than the other. You know, for a lot of us, we don't approach somebody if we're not attracted to them right off the bat because that's something that just it's an instinctual thing. You want to be attracted to somebody before you go up to them. And for some people, they'll give anyone a chance as long as they have a good personality, even if they aren't necessarily physically attracted to them. And I think that's great. I don't think it's better. I don't think it's worse. And it's okay to put as much value as you may into one or the other. Remember, as long as you are certain that you will be happy, that's all that matters. So, for me personally, it's definitely going to be more about personality. Because I've been with people who look all different types of ways. I've been with short girls, tall girls, heavier set girls, skinnier girls, you know, white, black, red hair, brown hair, you name it. And I feel like there's beauty in any way a person can look. I think there's beauty in any skin color, any hair color, any size. I truly do believe that. So for me, what matters is being able to get along and having that chemistry. So I'm going to be going with personality.
are you? Are you doing all this?
I told you. I'm just the supervisor. Someone else brought you here. It's someone you know. You never know what people are actually thinking. To learn the truth, you must survive. Then you can think about what's going on here. Let's head to the next trial.
There is some wisdom in that. You never know what other people are thinking. But the truth will come out eventually. And as long as you survive long enough, you will discover that truth. I think that's very important. It looks like a lot of people went for the good personality, and that's okay. Plenty of people also went for the looks, and that's okay too. Whatever is important to you,
There's still more?
it is not my place to judge.
Are you ready?
Let's go ahead. Oh, look at that. A little bit of money right there. Ain't that nice? I didn't even need to pull that out. Didn't need to pull that out either. Sometimes you don't gotta do anything. So once again, I'm going to be skipping those. Matter of fact, let's go ahead. There we go. And since I can, because I'm just that good. Look at that. Alright now, friend. I want you to... I understand you're going through something, but you're gonna have to find your own way, I'm afraid. In this particular case, you're gonna have to help yourself. You gotta do something. You can't just stand there. Let's go ahead, since we can. Why not? Let's go ahead and drop that down. Once again, not really going for points or nothing. We're just playing to play. Well, once again, we got a friend here he's definitely going through it. Let's go ahead. Get a little bit crazy there. Look at that. Oh, I'm sorry about that, friend. You can still come back up, though. Let's go ahead and push you up. And let's just... Yeah, there you go. See, look at that. He's making it. Here. No, come back, come back. There you go. Make things a little bit easier on you. Actually, I got an idea. How about we just... Oh, let's go crazy. Look at this. There you go. Look at that, friend. You can come up. No, come on. It's okay. And look at that. And we've left a path for our friend to follow, too. And I hope he does. I hope he takes advantage of it. Always got to be on the lookout for the little guy. Look at that. We got a gold trophy. Ain't that nice?
It's you. Looks like you're still alive.
Sure am.
Is that you? You're safe too.
Barely. Still. How many people died trying to come here?
People? I don't...
Listen. Here, you see everybody else as sheep. But all these sheep, they're really human. There's got to be some reason why we were all brought here.
What reason could there be? Why do we have to suffer like this?
Who knows?
That is a very good question, Vincent.
You have an idea?
An idea?
Let's stop the speculation. It's just going to confuse us more. You should think of what to do next. I'm hearing rumors of something big coming soon. You be careful now.
Something big?
Still, you're really getting the hang of things. There's nothing more I can teach you.
Can't be true. Come on, you gotta have something you can tell me.
If we're lucky, we'll meet again.
Hey, wait! Great.
At the landings, you can learn tips on how to climb. Moving blocks around mindlessly won't work. Try to pick up some useful techniques here. New techniques will be written down by the other sheep.
I really like that. Everybody gets to work together. Oh, hello there, friend. You look a little bit different than the others, but that's okay. I ain't judging.
Oh, you're new here, am I right? Let me ask. Do you have any coins? You may have seen them lying around while you're climbing. I'll trade you useful items for them.
you rather have coins than an item?
I'm a numismatist. I love money. There's nothing in life money can't buy. I've got a plaque with that on it in my office. No matter
Oh,
what
friend.
mood you're in, as long as you've got money, you can do anything. These gold coins are symbols.
Oh, friend, how little you know.
If that's the case, then I can save myself if I have enough of it. That's my theory, anyway.
Oh, so you don't know...
If you are still having trouble getting through a stage, you can buy items with coins. If you are already carrying an item, it will be replaced if you buy a new one. Be careful. However, buying items makes it more difficult to earn the gold prize.
If you want an item, pony up some coins. Tonight's product is...
The white cube creates a platform of blocks at your feet.
Sorry about that, friend. I don't believe that I can, in good conscience, help to promote your particular system of doing things.
Nah, I don't need it.
Huh? You think you're window shopping or something, Fro-Man? Excuse me. Please come again.
I like to imagine the Vincent Sheep having a big afro. I think that'd be really funny. Let's see, what do we got here? Got a fellow with a scarf.
What do you want?
Oh, nothing. Let's make it out alive.
I'm not sure how I feel about being encouraged by a sheep. But I guess it's better than being a chef. Or even worse, a kitchen hand.
Huh? What's a kitchen band?
I said hand, you idiots. Kitchen hand, like a cook. Pay attention.
Huh. Sorry.
Kitchen band.
No need to be so mean now. It's okay. Just a little misunderstanding.
Sorry for shouting, but you need to listen better.
I totally understand, friend.
Hey, are you the same as me? Were you put down here by some trick? Why were we chosen? Do you know anything? Come on. How can I survive? I can't keep climbing.
I don't know anything either. Listen, if you want to live, then climb. That's all you can do.
Yeah, that's right.
That is absolutely right, Vincent.
Calm.
If you want to live, you gotta climb.
I do feel better now. Thanks.
Good. I'm glad, friend. I'm glad.
Hey, didn't you shove me just a few minutes ago?
Oh, that might have been me, but I do apologize.
Sheep. I'll shove you next time.
No, friend, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Newsflash. Fuck you. I need to make sure I survive.
I understand that, friend, I do. But, well, it ain't right.
It's horrible.
Yeah, what good is having pity going to do you in here? No matter what happens to anyone else, I'm gonna live. No matter what happens to anyone else.
Oh, friend, I understand how you feel, but just because you've been wrong does not mean you should be wronging others.
What's with all the cubes? I don't understand any of this.
You're telling me.
Please help me.
You just gotta climb. Learn some techniques to get higher.
Techniques? Like what? Oh, come on, teach me. Anything.
Maybe this'll...
Allow me to explain the tornado.
The tornado.
If blocks are stacked all over the place, calm down and pull them out one by one.
That's right.
Move them aside and bring them down like a tornado. Then make a staircase and climb.
Oh, is that how you climb? Wow, you're amazing. Oh, I think I can go on a little longer.
Absolutely. I'm glad to hear that, friend.
I'm thinking about that technique you showed me so I won't forget.
Sorry, I gotta go. Good luck.
I believe in you, friend. I may not know your name, but I believe in you.
I saw a sheep fall past me on my way up. I can't get that scream out of my head. It won't go away.
Oh,
All you'll hear is your own death scream. You can stay here. Even this place will fall eventually.
that's right. It may be scary. It may even be traumatic. But you gotta keep pressing on. And you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you, friend.
Yo, have we met before?
We have.
Because of the techniques I found, huh?
You could say something like that, kind of.
Tell me something.
nothing like that anywhere near here.
Monster talks. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Huh?
Poor fella. He's seen some stuff that we have not yet.
It's that sheep again. I gotta play dead.
I'm not a sheep. All the sheep here are really human.
What? Really? I just pushed 2 sheep a little while ago.
Uh-oh. Oh, friend. You can't afford to be cruel.
I found this out just now.
You don't want to end up finding out that you were cruel to the wrong people. Your actions will catch up with you. Let's go ahead and enter the confessional. Let's see what we got here.
You're here, Lost Lamb. Next question. What do you value?
Alright, I've had enough of this.
A man's worth can't be measured by a single question. Not to mention, you have more than one path ahead of you.
That's very true.
This is the second question. Does life begin or end with marriage?
That is a very interestingly phrased question. Now, in this particular case, I understand how one would feel that life ends with marriage based on how they were raised to perceive it. However, I don't agree regardless, because I feel like marriage is just the start of another adventure. Life's full of adventures. Life doesn't end with any of them. Life ends when it's time for it to end. So I think... But I don't fully agree with life begins either, because I feel like that tells you, or that says, you know, your life wasn't really... It didn't begin until you finally got married, and that I think that's the reason a lot of people feel so pressured and so worried all the time about finding love and getting married. So, actually, I'd say I disagree with both of these, but in the spirit of fairness, I will say life ends with marriage. Not obviously, I don't fully agree with the sentiment. However, if we look at it a different way, we can say that with the start of one adventure is the close of another. And once you do get married, that does sort of mark, as many life events do, the end of certain other adventures. You know, you are now, your life where you weren't married is over. And now your life married is beginning itself. So you could also use that to say that there really is, again, there's no wrong answer. Depending on how you interpret it, depending on how you feel about it, there really is no wrong answer. I'm going to say there needs to be an end before there is a beginning. So things end with marriage, but things also begin as well. I'm only going to say they end because I feel like that comes first. So that's why I'm going to choose life ends.
You've made your selection. I knew it! This is actually a giant chapel with 8 floors.
Wait, does that mean there's an end to this?
The world is in a state of flux. I won't be able to guarantee what your future holds. Be careful what you take for granted. I'm sure you've heard the stories of people losing such things. Something big is coming. I can feel it. Something the likes of which this world has never seen. I guess there's no point in worrying about the future. You have more pressing matters to attend to. Are you ready?
I don't like that laugh. So what the hell's going on here?
That spirit fella, he may not be the nicest, but there is definitely wisdom in what he says. Unfortunately, with people like that, you gotta look for that wisdom yourself in what they say. Because sometimes they don't mean too well. I could never imagine that.
Huh? What? That voice? Where have I...
What the heck is that?
I won't let you escape.
this? Catherine?
The fists of grudge have appeared. It's the killer. Do not die.
Do not die. I mean, that is sage advice in this particular scenario, I tell you that. Let's see here. Dun 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 dun. Catherine's really coming for us, we gotta be careful now. Let's go ahead and just hippity hop our way up there. Go ahead and grab that. Why not? I think it's very interesting with this game that they managed to make boss fights a thing, like in a puzzle game. It's so interesting to think about. They really were, I'll tell you what, they were very creative with this game, if nothing else. So much that you can learn from. Even this seemingly strange little video game. And I think that's really cool. I think that's part of why I love games so much. You can learn so much. Some people might think to themselves, oh, Catherine, it's a silly little game. There's no, you don't gotta take it seriously. But come to find out, there's actually so much that we can take from it. Oh, almost fell off there. That would have been bad. Let's just go ahead. I don't even need to use the chime. Look at that. As a matter of fact, you know what? Take that. That's how I show her what for. I will say, I feel bad for any person that reaches a point in their life where they're having a nightmare that a loved one is looking to hurt them. It's definitely not something that anyone wants to experience, even in a dream.
I'm safe, right? Yeah!
Even if it isn't reflective of what's going on in their life at the moment, just the idea of being hurt by a loved one, I don't think that's nice for anybody. But even though it may be unpleasant, guess what? Just like Vincent,
As promised,
we can overcome
I
it.
have something special to show you tonight. Think back to long ago. Back to a time when you felt happy.
Sorry about today. I don't usually burn the bacon like that.
It's alright, I don't mind it a little crispy. I can tell something's going on with you. You working too hard?
No, I'm fine. You've been gaining weight, haven't you? Can't forget to eat your veggies.
Well, I put ketchup on almost everything.
That doesn't count.
You know what?
Hey!
Maybe a little workout will burn off those extra calories.
Oh, they're so cute.
Fond memories, huh?
That is a sweet memory.
Long and hard about what you have to lose. Let's do this again tomorrow. If you can survive, that is.
You know, one thing. Well, I'll talk a little more after these cutscenes, because we're about to see Vincent make one of the greatest mistakes of his life, or we're about to see the after of it. Oh, Vincent. Oh, Vincent, Vincent. That reaction. Oh, timeless.
Marriage is just a tradition, right? Seriously, who wants to be tied down? As long as two people are together, it's okay, right? It's best to be free, don't you think?
Kind of surprising. You know how it is with most girls. As soon as they're adults, all they can think about is tying the knot, right? But there are girls like you out there. Never knew.
Oh, it's not that strange, is it? Men aren't the only ones who fear being chained down.
I'll remember that.
Thank goodness.
Huh?
We think alike.
Whoa! Whoa.
I am inclined to agree, Vincent. That is indeed a whoa moment.
What is it?
Whoa! You all right?
Yeah, thank you. You're so kind.
I was... sorry. Well, I have to work tomorrow, so I need to get home. Oh, I had fun tonight. Oh.
You must like what you see.
I'm not staring.
You're a bad liar. You taste like smoke, but I don't mind.
You don't say.
Oh dear, Vincent. Oh my. You will become a hero, but truly you have made a mistake.
This is not good.
What isn't good?
Well, you know, hooking up after we just met. Jeez, what the hell am I saying?
It's funny, she said Vincent's a bad liar, but
So, okay, I cheated on Catherine. This is bad. This is really, really bad. But I didn't make a move. She forced herself on me. Oh, fuck, man. I drank way too much.
Would you mind not staring at me like that? It's kind of creepy.
Sorry.
Listen, I don't want you to get the wrong idea, okay? I don't just sleep around. I came here because I like you.
Huh? No. No.
So, how do you feel about me?
Huh? Oh. Wow, I can't quite explain.
this is a critical moment, Vincent. You need to, you really need to gather your bearings there, friend.
Oh, wow. I can't believe it. And I am really screwing this up right now.
So then, it was love at first sight?
Huh? What? I'm sorry. I'm really...
You said you have to work, right?
Work? I guess?
Sorry, I gotta go now. I have a dentist appointment now.
Dentist?
Yeah, dentists get angry if you're late, too.
Oh, Catherine, little sweetie pie. I am that book. I am not buying it.
They'll have to wait until next time. Okay, see you soon.
Hey, wait! I'm actually dating someone
Oh, Vincent.
already. Mistake.
Oh dear, my friend. Oh, how you have failed in this moment.
Ah, you know what? It just hit me. You know how they say every guy has 3 hot streaks with the ladies in his life? This is your 3rd.
Hot streaks? When the hell were the other 2?
When we were kids, you're the most popular with the girls.
I don't remember that.
The second time you were in the zone was when you started dating Catherine. Although, that's over if she finds out about this.
Crap, man. She's probably gonna kill me.
That's what you're all scared about. As long as she doesn't find out, you're safe, right? Just act like it never happened.
Not like you. I can't just ignore this.
Well then, why not switch it up? That way you won't hear any more marriage talk, right? All that stuff about soulmates and eternal love is bullshit. Married life sucks, man. You really want to go through the same shit I have?
I'm not like you. I don't want to sleep around. I just want life to stay the same. What am I gonna do? I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
If you're gonna whine, you shouldn't have done
Poor
it.
Vincent, he is not taking what he is learning in his nightmares and applying it to real life. He wants to stay in one place, but unfortunately, no good thing lasts forever. At some point, you are going to have to take a step. That doesn't mean you need to drop what makes you happy. Just means you got to acknowledge what's in front of you.
She's not your type anyway.
Come on, how do you know that?
Because she's my type. Oh. I am so fucked.
Hey, have you heard the rumor about the dream?
Poor Vincent, he is really going through it, and Orlando, God love him, he is not very good with advice because he is old and he is, well, older, and he is tired, and he has made a lot of bad decisions. He is not, unfortunately, my dear friend Vincent, Orlando is not the gentleman to seek advice from, and especially in this particular situation.
Listen, man.
There are many things that I'm sure Orlando could help us with. This is not one of them.
Whoa, really? I figured one of you guys told her to sit with me.
If this girl was cute, he'd definitely remember.
You know, I gotta say, because of you jerks, I never get a chance to date anyone.
Tell you what, I don't know what it is about anime specifically. Cartoons, of course, but anime-styled anythings. When I see food, I am so hungry immediately. Watching Goku chow down on some food in Dragon Ball, or, you know, any other kind of anime you can think of. When I see food, I'm just like, man, they really know how to draw food. They really know how to animate eating food, too. Erica, our queen, welcome back. Love having you. Anything you need, at your service.
Whoa, Erica.
Okay, enough of that. So have you guys heard about the woman's wrath? They say it targets cheating men and kills them. Or not.
Which is it?
Wait, what? What exactly is this woman's wrath?
Oh, you don't need to worry about it. You only care about your girl, Vincent.
Oh, what are you talking about? This
Oh,
guy
honey.
totally needs to know.
Cheating is pathetic.
I agree with Toby. Pathetic.
Who are you calling pathetic? Shut up and eat your peanuts.
My eye.
Huh? What? You're cheating. Weren't you talking about marriage?
Why don't you say it louder? Seriously, stop yelling about cheating and shit. I think someone on Mars didn't quite hear you.
Oh, that's low, Vincent. Lowest of the low.
Don't call me that. Now you know. Just leave me alone.
Well, come on, tell me about this girl.
Oh, God.
Apparently, she's Destiny level cute.
Cut that shit out.
Are you kidding? Finding your soulmate is awesome. I'm totally jealous.
You jackasses better not mention this to anyone outside the bar. I am serious.
Oh, good lord. They are not showing poor Vincent much sympathy. And, you know, it's hard to show someone sympathy when they make a big mistake. It's hard when someone does something so bad you just think to yourself, man, they really messed up. But I think that's honestly the most important time to let them know, hey, you may have messed up, but it's gonna be okay. You're gonna get past it.
Oh, by the way, Rin's gonna play the piano here, starting today.
Lovely. Love our Rin. Rin is so perfect. Rin can do no wrong in my eyes. If you had asked me before the full body version came out, who I chose between Catherine with a C and Catherine with a K, my answer would have been Erica. But now, the answer is Rin. Rin is so perfect. Love our Rin. Must be protected at all costs. And Vincent, so far you're not doing the best job of it. That's okay. 'Cause like I said, as we'll learn throughout the story, Vincent, he's a hero.
You okay? Hello? Do you know where you are? Okay, never mind that. How about a name?
Rin.
Rin? That's a nice name.
Who is that, though?
It's funny that you should also be named Rin. I don't know if they actually reference it in game, but their actual full name is Catherine with a Q.
What was that?
Amateur hour.
Oh, don't say that. Rin's working really hard.
Vincent? What did you think of my performance?
Perfection, just like you.
It was, great. Yeah, it was great. Really, unique.
Thank you so much. I was hoping to play a little better than that, but...
Don't even worry about it, sweetie. You'll get better.
No one gets things perfect the first time around.
Sage words from my man Vincent.
Keep practicing.
Yeah, if the bar doesn't
Nobody gets it right the first time.
Well,
Just like with love, just like with life. You gotta keep trying.
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
I mean, if she's that cute, who cares, right?
What's up with you anyway? Saving some cute girl from a stalker in the streets? Sounds like a daytime soap opera. That stuff doesn't really happen.
You'd be surprised, friend.
Does that girl really have amnesia?
Erica, you took her to the doctor, right? Did they find anything?
Not really. They think it's only temporary. But it must be hard when the only thing you remember is wanting to play piano.
Hey, so are you two really neighbors now?
Yeah.
Yo, props to Orlando though. He's got the trans flag
Oh, shut up.
on the not the brim, but the base of his hat, I guess.
You guys really came
The blue and pink stripes.
You know it. Having Rin work here was a great idea, huh? We have you guys and even a police officer as customers.
Not to mention, public spaces are a lot safer if she's really being stalked by someone.
Yeah.
Very true. We all can overcome anything as long as we stick together.
Spend some time at the bar. You can drink by pressing the square button, or get up by pressing the circle button. You can open menus with the options button. You can change the puzzle type and difficulty of the game in config. Here, you've gotten your hands on something special.
Oh yeah, what's that?
The true power of that item can be unleashed in the bathroom.
I'm sorry, what? You want to elaborate on that, friend? All right, let's see. What do you got? What do you got for us, Orlando? What's up?
About that girl. Rin, right? You filed a police report, yeah? Guess we'll hear something sooner or later. Worst case, we'll just let her stick around here.
Don't even think about making a move on her, alright?
Ha! You're one to talk. You got your own shit to figure
Oh
out.
my God, Orlando.
You seriously okay, man? They say men who cheat get cursed.
Curse? That's so stupid I can't even laugh at it.
The timing's too good. Still, I can't believe you cheated. But if she's that cute a girl, maybe it's a lucky accident, huh?
I'm gonna just, yeah, definitely not gonna tell him that's only if I don't get caught. Yeah, I think now is a good time for Vincent to just tell his friends, okay, don't be saying things like that, because it's only gonna confuse me more.
What am I supposed to do?
Well, good luck keeping it a secret. Batter. Beg for her forgiveness.
This isn't something forgivable.
That's a hard thing to think. It's a hard position to be in when you feel like you've screwed up so bad that you just can't be forgiven.
Well, she's a bit cold, but Catherine's a good girl.
You don't tell me that.
You got a mail.
You can take your phone out to check it by pressing the triangle button. You can also save images and messages. Rin's
What you got, Johnny?
We'll keep an eye on her. What about you, though? You okay? That
those mysterious deaths.
You mean, like how Paul died?
Yeah. Or it
Rest in
is,
peace, Paul.
It's getting called the Woman's Wrath.
Sounds like something Erica would like to have.
Hey, Paul's been here a few times, right?
Yeah, he was a classmate of ours back in high school. I ran into him just the other day.
Seriously? How was he?
We just traded greetings, but he looked fine. Maybe I should have paid more attention.
Hey, it's not your fault, man.
Yeah, I guess.
Go beating yourself up now, Johnny. Some things are just out of your control.
Maybe if I'd talked to Paul more, this wouldn't have happened.
You can't be telling yourself stuff like that. It's important that we spend as much time as we can with our loved ones, but it's also important not to beat yourself up for the time you didn't get to spend with them.
If I took a shot every time she hit a wrong note,
Toby, be nice.
that's a deal breaker for me, no matter how cute she is. Anyway, you and Catherine have been
Toby,
together
you're
a
so
long time,
young.
right?
You're so foolish. You have so much to learn.
I just want to know for reference.
Then again,
It wasn't anything special.
homie does end up with Erica, so who am I to judge?
Dating advice. Then he ended up falling for her himself, right?
He ran to her side in the middle of the night when she was depressed, after all.
Oh.
Stop that. Stand-up guy like that turns out to be a cheater.
Seriously.
Orlando, you were not the most supportive friend. Vincent's going through it, okay? We can tell by his past that he's a decent guy, and we can tell by where he ends up that he is a hero, but... oh, man. Really not making his mistake any easier on him. And I get it, you know. With something like cheating, someone's gonna get hurt eventually. It's not always gonna be easy to deal with, and it's a big mistake. It's definitely a big mistake. I've never made it. I've had it happen to me, and I know for a fact how much it can hurt. But I'll tell you, just because someone makes a mistake, that don't mean they can't be forgiven. That don't mean that they can't rise above it and make something better for themselves. It'll take time, but if someone manages to take their second chance and do good with it, well, that just shows that they really were a good person all along. They just made a mistake. Only time will tell. There are plenty of cheaters out there who, you know, sad to say, they don't quite turn things around for themselves. That's why we gotta do it when we mess up. Most of us probably won't end up cheating, and that's great, but I'll tell you something. It doesn't make you any better than the other person who makes a mistake that you don't and manages to turn things around for themselves, because we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes.
You're actually really sensitive, aren't you? You don't look it.
Yeah, shut up.
You got a mail.
Looks like we got some mail here, so let's go ahead and check our phone. Looks like, oh, look at that, we got a few. Let's see here. From Catherine. Are you out drinking again? I stopped by your apartment today, but you weren't there. I wanted to talk to you about something, but I guess it'll have to wait until tomorrow. By the way, your place is filthy. I told you have to empty the trash more often. I took it out this time, but you need to be more careful, okay? That's all. Good night. I totally understand that, Catherine. Definitely gotta take care of where you live. We can tell her... I think this is honestly... I like this first response. Just apologizing straight up and saying, hey, I wasn't home. You own up to it, but you also acknowledge and let them know, hey, this is why. And I think that's totally fair. Bad timing, I guess, kind of brushes it off. Definitely don't want to say that. And I can drink if I want is pretty direct, pretty confrontational, so we want to avoid that. Let's just tell her, hey, sorry, wasn't home. And definitely want to ask her what she wanted to talk about, because it's clearly important. But she does need to let us know. You probably don't want to talk, I'm drunk. Not a good follow-up. I think I know what you're going to tell me is presumptuous. We definitely don't want to go that route. So let's just ask her, hey, you want to talk now? Send that message. Oh, would you look at that? It turns out Catherine with a C apparently has our phone number. Oh boy. Well, it looks like Vincent hasn't quite figured it out yet. So let's be polite. We'll just say, I got it. So, of all the things we could ever say, of all the letters we could ever type out in any particular order, I'm going to not go with this one. um, yeah, I think that's probably not the one to send. I'm pretty confident. Not even probably. I can pretty confidently say that's not the one to send. Because even if we truly believe that, even if that was the response that was in our hearts, I'll say, you can approach it in a less cringy way. Let's just say that. Let's see. I think just asking what do you want is probably the best approach. Just outright like, hey, you know, I got your text. What's going on?
Okay.
So Vincent, he's really going through it, and I think our friend here deserves a break. So let's go ahead. Let's have ourselves a nice drink. Help cool the nerves. That's not to say alcohol is the answer, of course, to problems, but it can help sometimes. When you do it in moderation, and when you're taking good care of yourself, a little bit of drinks here and there, it can help mellow things out. That's for sure. You gotta be careful. When you drink, you raise your intoxication. Apparently up 3 levels in this universe.
Corresponds to how fast he moves that night in his nightmare.
So yeah. Funny little thing about this game is the more you drink, the faster you go in the puzzles. And the reason for that is because Vincent is psychologically processing the fact that he has to use the bathroom because he drank so much and fell asleep. So basically he's doing his best to escape the nightmare before he wets the bed again. It is so silly, but also so real. I love it so much. It's so silly. It's so this game. It is so Catherine. Let's go ahead. Let's have ourselves another drink.
Cheating, huh? It's not like I can just apologize for it and everything will be fine.
That's definitely true. You gotta find some way to work through it. That's the thing, when you make really big mistakes, you gotta put in extra work to get through it. Oh, heck yeah.
Rum is made from the sugar cane grown in the Caribbean. Other popular cocktails that feature rum include the Mai Tai, the Mojito, and the Pina Colada.
Can I just say, this man's voice is heavenly. He did so good in Persona 5 also, and I'm so glad because God bless him. Such a smooth, easy to listen to voice. I could only dream of having such a nice voice.
How about pairing a nice cocktail with a juicy steak?
That sounds so heavenly. That sounds incredible, actually.
That was the cocktail trivia for tonight.
Tea already? Hey, can I get a drink?
Understood. Here you go.
Rin, I didn't order wine. It looks really expensive. Full-bodied stuff.
He said it.
But here is some trivia about wine for those who are enjoying Catherine full body.
Absolutely. Give me all that trivia.
Unlike white wine, red wine isn't categorized as sweet or dry. To express the richness of a red wine, it is described by likening it to the shape of a woman's body.
That is an interesting analogy. Please go on.
Light, medium, and full. I wonder what a full body looks like.
That is so cheeky.
And that was the trivia for tonight.
I love it. Yep. I guess that explains my love for full body wine.
Please enjoy a variety of alcoholic drinks and learn more trivia facts.
Rin, that wine is for another customer.
Oh? Sorry, I made a mistake.
Oopsie poopsie. That's okay, Ren. Don't even worry about it,
Please let me
sweetie.
know if there's anything else you'd like to order.
Absolutely. I will let you know anything that comes to mind.
What would you like to order?
I'll tell you what do we got here? Wine, sake, cocktail, and beer. So me personally, I'm not a big beer guy. I love wine, I love a good cocktail, and I enjoy sake from time to time. And you know what? This is a special occasion. This is our Valentine's Day special. So let's go ahead, let's have some sake.
I'll try sake.
Sake, please.
I'll take a beer.
Beer.
Okay.
Me personally, beer is just
Thank you for waiting.
not in my forte, I'll say. I do not find it enjoyable. Let's go ahead. Let's have some of our sake.
No use worrying about it now. Just have to accept it as a one-time screw-up.
That's right. That's a good step to take, is to recognize, okay, I made a mistake, not gonna do it again. I'm recognizing that. How can I move forward? Good job, Vincent. You're all look at this, day 1. He's already starting to get his bearings together. It's gonna be a rough ride, but he can handle it.
Rin's doing okay, but her performance is still... Well...
Ren's performance is perfect. Just like Ren. I will not hear this. I will not be hearing this Ren slander. Not in this neck of the woods, I'll tell you that for a nickel.
I know this is sudden, but here is some trivia about sake for you, as you seem to have finished your cup.
Absolutely.
Daiginjo and Honjozo are two of the many varieties of sake the brand produces. Do you know what differentiates one type from another?
I do not.
The differences in the varieties of sake can be attributed to the degree of polishing the rice undergoes during the brewing process.
Really?
Daiginjo contains the highest amount of polished rice, followed by Ginjo and Honjozo.
Okay.
Junmai is produced without using brewer's alcohol. Compared to the average polishing ratio of 90%, a minimum of 50% of the rice must be polished away to classify a sake as Daiginjo. So much is forsaken to acquire such an exquisite taste. Be sure to drink every last drop. And that was the sake trivia for tonight.
Really like that. We go through so much to reach the good times. So much has to happen for the good to happen. So when the good does happen, we need to treasure it. Every last drop.
Tea already?
You still want a drink?
I think I'm gonna stop for tonight.
No, I'm cool.
I think Vincent, our friend Vincent, needs a little bit of a break here. So let's go ahead, get him out of that booth. And while we're at it, you know what? Let's join him. Let's go ahead. Let's take one more hydration and stretch break. Now remember, when it comes to stretching, you don't got to get too crazy with it. Don't got to get too elaborate. Just stand up. Stretch out them muscles however you want. I tell you, I love a good stretch. So let's go ahead, let's walk around the straight sheet. Let's see what's going on. Actually, before we do that, let's check our phone. Looks like we got it. Oh, that's right. Just good old Midnight Venus congratulating us for doing such a good job on our puzzle. Now, probably not going to happen in real life, but it's nice to get that acknowledgement when you can find it. Always nice to feel like your troubles are being acknowledged. Let's see what these two nice ladies got for us.
Would you like to speak to Lindsay? Would you like to speak to Martha?
Oh, sorry for staring.
Please sit.
I would love to.
Have you ever heard this story before? The man who climbs the highest mountain gets his every wish granted.
What's that?
It said a man climbed that mountain 300 years ago and was given a fortune. It said a man climbed that mountain 700 years ago and was given the world. A man who climbs the mountain now will be given his future to do it as he pleases.
Is this a fairy tale or something?
These are true stories. The story of Rapunzel is based on this true story. A prince who was able to climb a very tall tower gained his princess. Now, what will you gain?
Huh?
Will you become the man of legends?
I really like that.
That's Catherine.
All we can do is climb, and the man who reaches the top gets everything that he needs. I think that's very true to life. Definitely going to talk to Catherine. See what's going on with her.
Oh, hello? It's me.
What is it, Catherine?
Well,
Catherine?
it's okay. I think I should tell you face to face.
Huh?
Good night.
Well, alrighty. Not the most productive phone call. Definitely issues with communication between Vincent and Catherine, that is for sure. And that's for both sides. Even before the cheating thing, it's clear that unfortunately these two have quite the wedge between them, which is really unfortunate. Hate to see that with any couple.
I wonder if Mr. Morgan will like that piano. I wonder if that piano will bless Mr. Morgan.
You got a mail.
Let's see what we got here. The passage of time. Time passes when you sit down and talk to people in the bar. Patrons will come and go while you're sitting at the counter or in the booth. Keep in mind that as time passes, the topic of conversation will occasionally change. Don't worry, there are no other actions that can make time progress. Let's see, I wonder if we got anyone new to talk to. Doesn't look like it, although, let's see here. What's this fella got?
No new leads today either.
Man with glasses. Kind of reminds me of one of our sheep friends. Let's see. Oh, I definitely recognize that haircut.
Men are only acknowledged by their upward mobility. Don't be a tumbleweed. Be like ivy. Always climbing.
Very interesting advice, I will say. Now, some of you may have noticed, I'm going to have Vincent look over. See there at the corner of the bar, we got Teddy, we got Morgana, and we got Koromaru from Persona 3, 4, and 5. Now, those of you who know me, you know that Koromaru is that dog. He is the dog. I love Koromaru so much. And yes, I am gushing about Persona 3 when I am playing a completely different game, but I just cannot help myself because Persona 3, I love that game so much. As a matter of fact, speaking of Persona 3, you might notice right behind Vincent's head there, that's the Gekkokan high school logo. Love that. Love to see that. Let's see. Let me go over here. Doesn't look like it. What's Eric got to tell us?
I wonder who the stalker was. Rin doesn't seem worried, but you can never be too careful.
Oh shit hits the fan, you'll protect her, right?
It's your problem too? Seriously. Anyway, you a cheater? Who would have thought? Don't you care about Catherine?
Of course, but I feel like I wasn't even involved with it.
Well, you were. I hate to be so confrontational, but jeez. Men who cheat are cursed. If that rumor's real, what are you gonna do?
Nothing, because it's not real.
Oh, Erica's, she's definitely trying. Even with Vincent having made this horrible mistake, she's got some advice. She has advice for him, and I think if there's anyone that Vincent needs to listen to right now amongst this cavalcade of individuals, it's probably Erica.
I think Catherine started dating you because she just couldn't leave you alone. You're stupid in all the right ways. It tickles her maternal instincts. A dominant, independent personality like hers is usually attracted to minds like yours.
Is that the way it is?
I mean, there's definitely an air of truth to that.
Just don't be a bad influence, okay? Rin's no child, but still, I've never seen someone so innocent. I feel like I need to step up and be Mama Erica.
I don't think any of us would be opposed.
each night. And I'm really excited to play the piano at a place with such an adorable name like the Stray Sheep.
Don't thank me, thank Erica. Oh, no, wait, actually, it was Boss who hired you.
So I heard that you're getting married?
Well, I don't know about that. We have been together quite a while, though.
I see.
Hey, Rin, do you have any idea who was chasing you?
No, not really. It was all so sudden. But everything's calmed down now, so it's fine.
I guess. Well, we're all here for you, so let us know if you need anything.
Ren. Oh, Ren, your innocence and adorable moxie just absolutely wins my heart all the time. So while we're here, you may, and I certainly have been, I'm definitely guilty of it, may have been vibing to this music, and don't get me wrong, this is great music, but it's not the only great music. As a matter of fact,
Background music in the bar. The selections of songs will increase as you progress through the story. Try them out.
there's all kinds of songs here. But those of you who know me, know I'm going to be scrolling all the way down here. Persona 3. It just had to be. Oh, here we go. I'll try not to get too groovy here. Try not to get too crazy. I just can't help myself, though. Oh, heck yeah. Gonna do a little dance. Look at this. Ooh. Probably shouldn't be doing that while I've had so much to drink, but I'll tell you, sometimes you just can't help it. Have a little bit of fun. Let's go ahead. Let's step here in the restroom. Let's see what's going on here. Tell you, sometimes a splash of water to the face really does you a favor. I know sometimes when I'm feeling really drowsy, or when I've had a bit to drink, just splashing some water in my face. Just going over to the sink, cup in your hands, letting the water fill, just giving a good splash. Does a lot for you. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. Vincent's been going through so much. I think he deserves a couple of splashes of water to the face.
What's this? A hidden shelf? There's something inside. What are these?
Oh?
Glasses? I guess I'll try them on.
If you ever wish to take those naughty glasses on or off, make your way to the bar's restroom.
What on earth?
Have fun.
What do these glasses do? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. I think... Oh dear. Oh, I mean, I have played this game for over 124 hours. I did not know about this. You learn something new every day. And in this particular case, I feel, I worry, I fear that I may have stumbled across forbidden knowledge. Let's just have a seat. He has the sheep on his. Oh, I really need to burn some dread right now. Boss, what do you got?
Each time you sit and talk to people, have fun with the other bar patrons. Over time, the people and the conversation topics will change.
Hey, Erica.
Some customers are experiencing difficulties. Try to cheer them up.
Oh, absolutely. I always want to cheer friends up.
From the door in the front.
If I may ask, Would you happen to have seen a pair of strange glasses lying around? Wearing them really spices things up.
Are you saying...
It's funny you should it's funny you should say that, boss. I happen to be wearing such a pair at this time.
Perhaps it wasn't the best idea to hire a musician for her looks. It's just that
Hey now. Hey now.
I felt an arrow pierce my heart.
Look, we're both in the same boat there, okay?
Anyway, have you seen the news recently? It's nothing but stories about those deaths. He said that there are several people who've died in the same fashion. Erica says that people believe it's a curse given when a woman is scorned by an unfaithful man.
Oh boy.
Man talking about curses? Just ignore Erica.
A woman's guess is much more accurate than a man's certainty. To pitch a
Absolute wisdom. Wisdom. Trust the woman's intuition.
By the way, you look a bit glum.
Hey boss, you ever cheated on someone? It's not like that. It was an unintentional event.
Unintentional? Are you sure about that?
Well, see, here's something that I've been meaning to talk about. Vincent was plastered with a capital plastered when he hooked up with Catherine. Now, that's not to say he doesn't have any responsibility or that he shouldn't own up to it, but that is to say we need to bear in mind dubious consent. We need to bear it in mind. It is something important to take into account. Again, doesn't alleviate him of responsibilities because he was still conscious when he was beginning the betrayal, we'll say. But in regards to the actual, how do I put it? In regards to the actual completion of this betrayal, I'll say, it was under dubious consent. So, for now, we're just going to say, I actually don't remember. About tomorrow. Can we do lunch tomorrow? You don't need to answer right now. Just meet me at the cafe. I'll be there, so please come. Good night. So, we are going to make it. There's no try. There's no if. There is only do. And there is only will. So, what's up? What's up, Catherine? Sounds important. I'll definitely be there. Acknowledge. That's something that anyone wants from their partner, is to be acknowledged. So between these two, I feel, let's just say for me, the right answer is this one. We're gonna tell her to go easy on herself. She's been going through a lot. She's under a lot of pressure from her friends and her peers. We need to let Catherine know that she just needs to go easy on herself for now. Let's see here. What else do we got? What else is going on in this wacky little world we call the Stray Sheep? I think we can actually talk to Boss again. So let's go ahead. Actually, before we do that, don't get me wrong. I love Burn My Dread. Probably more than the next guy, but let's go ahead. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. This is my jam right here. Itsudate. Oh man, God, I love Persona 3 soundtrack so much. Anyways, what's up, boss?
She said that I was going to die somewhere along the line.
I mean, we all are at some point.
Wanting look to my eyes. Would I be cursed for unfaithfulness for this too?
Whatever. Still, she really rags on you, huh?
Woman's dearest delight is to wound man's self-conceit. To wrangle the words of a certain someone. But tell me, do I look vain or otherwise untoward?
I don't know, but in Erica's case, it's a bit different.
I cannot deny that I look upon Rin with a certain male gaze. Regardless, let's both try to avoid any curses and death, shall we?
Oh, boss. There is wisdom in what you say, but you clearly come from a bygone era, I'll say. Thank you for writing back. Be sure to save my address, Kay. I'm going to the bar again tonight, so stick around until I get there, even if it gets me late. Okay, I love the little emoticon she put there. It's cute. Here's the reward, I promise. Don't show it to anyone else. Oh dear.
Shit! Can't look at this in public. Need to check this out somewhere where no one can see.
That is for sure. That's for sure, friend. Let's go ahead. Let's go back in the bathroom for now. This is a weirdly constructed bathroom, I do have to say. It's, like, you walk in here and you're in the washroom, and then you step over here and it's the bathroom. I definitely don't... I guess, I mean, it's nice to have the stall, but... Anywho. Let's go ahead. Oh dear, sweet Catherine, you adorable little cinnamon roll. You know not the situationship you have found yourself in. This is definitely a moral juncture that I have reached. Now, I'm going to actually, you know what? Let's be clever here. I'm going to end the video before sending this message, because we've already hit 2 hours, and I did say we were going to go for a couple hours. So, I'll tell you what, I think right here is a good spot to end, because this is a point where people reach a divide. And I'm going to leave it up to you. You can decide for yourself, what would you send in this situation? How would you respond? Would you tell Catherine with a C, hey, no more? Or do you sympathize with Vincent's plight and feel it's best for him to distance himself from Catherine with a K and begin new adventures? What do you feel is best? That's the most important thing. So yeah, I'm going to leave it off there. It's been a lot of fun. I really do appreciate you taking the time to join me on this Valentine's Day. And from all of us here at The Joy of Gaming, I hope you've had a good time, and I hope you have a safe and wonderful Valentine's Day. Take care.